signs of spiritual depression. Hello everybody, it's Tom here from the Company Code, author, educator and public speaker. Today I'm going to discuss 3 very common signs of spiritual depression. How do we characterise spiritual depression? Well, depression itself kind of just encompasses everything, but spiritual depression is a more complicated sort of matter. Now I'm speaking about this because in my life I've experienced this, and I know people that have experienced this, okay? And it is a complicated thing because it's as personal as what you are, you know, and as individual as what you are, okay? And I will elaborate on this very, very shortly. So, first thing that you will notice if you're going through about the spiritual depression in yourself is you will have literally no faith in anything. And I mean that, like, even the most bravest, strongest, all singing, all dancing person that believes in God, higher power, the source, whatever you want to call it, will literally lose faith in it. Perhaps life experience will become a little bit bitter and not quite what we want. And the reaction to that can be one of, I'm being victimised here, when really life isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. But at the time, you don't know it, of course, because you can't see past yourself and your problems at the time. Okay, so that is the first sign. This can happen, you know, very, very easily. My grandmother, who's no longer with us, God rest her soul, said, I think she lost a little bit of faith in God because she'd always been a big church goer. When my cousin was taken from us at 11 years old, he was staying with my grandmother, and I think the whole responsibility of obviously being his grandmother and him staying with her and then him dying under her care was too much of a thing, obviously. And she'd always believed in God and probably felt that it was very unjust that an 11-year-old boy should be losing his life. But ultimately, sad as it is, it was all part of his fate, I guess. And hard as it is for us to accept even now after all these years, you know. But that sort of event can make you question your faith in anything, you know. And that's what I'm getting at here. Second, literally being in a constant state of melancholy and sadness with very little or anything that can lift you up. You know, it's just such a really hard weighing thing, depression. I mean, for years I was afraid of it. Then I kind of like attracted it into my life, stupidly. But the sheer weight of everything that was going on in my life was too much, and it weighed down like a really heavy weight, like a huge burden. And even the strongest people can't always handle everything, and I couldn't. And I'd always thought to myself I was quite a strong, happy-go-lucky, quite plucky individual. Well, bounce out of bed most mornings with a smile on my face, excited to get up. At my lowest, I just wanted to pull the damn quilt over my head and not bother getting up, and just lie there with no motivation to do anything at all. And that is how depression will sap your energy completely, you know. It literally is a complete killer in that respect, and it's just so hard to get back into that sort of feeling free again. And the third thing, well, losing faith, obviously, and then not only that, the constant unravelling and destructive thoughts, feelings, which just compound the second point. You cannot see past yourself, your situation, your problems, anything. And what will happen is ultimately you become very selfish. Nothing outside of you will matter. So even the people you love and care for, their feelings don't matter because you're suffering. And you become like a wounded animal almost, lashing out at everything. And it's not a very nice thing, really, when there are generally people that care and love you and want the best for you. But it's a process, you know. You've got to understand that when you're going through this, everything around will appear to be dark, but there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. You've just got to take it one day, 1 minute, 1 hour, one step at a time, whatever it is for you, to get to the end, wherever that may be. You know, I've been through it. Would I say I'm totally over it? I'm a lot better than I was, but where do you draw the line and say you're 100% okay all of the time? And I don't think even everyone who says they are really 100% okay all of the time. Being human is to just be a human and experience human emotions, human mind states, doubts, fears, anxiety, as well as happiness, love, joy, all the other wonderful high vibe stuff that we all enjoy as well. It comes with being a human being. So that is my third and final point, and this is my first video of the week. I want to say thank you all ever so much, as always, for being here, for listening, and your attention and energy spent on my channel. Thank you kindly. First of 3 videos this week. Put down in the comment section below, have you experienced what you would class as spiritual depression? Do you resonate with what I've said? Is there anything else you think that is a really huge sign, you know, a real red flag? Remember to hit that subscribe button down below and leave me a thumbs up and a like. And let's hear that bell sign go ding dong so you know my next content's out. Until then, I want to say thank you all ever so much for listening as always. Your time and energy is very much appreciated. All of you who've been with me for a while now, all of my new subscribers as well, every single one of you. I can't fault you. Thank you all so much. I'll be back with my second of 3 videos, middle part of this week. Until then, look after yourselves, take care, and bye for now.